Hello, fourth graders. The metric system. How cool is the metric system? Well, if you don't have a life and very few hobbies, it's way cool. But even if you do have those things, it's pretty cool. It's the one measuring system that makes sense. I mean, it's all about factors of 10, right? How could it be easier than that? It can't be. Anyway, today we're going to build on what we learned yesterday in lesson 1. In fact, I'm going to talk about yesterday. Yesterday we used the metric system to measure distance, kilometers, meters, and centimeters. Distance from one point to another. With kilometers, you could say, Mr. C, I have this ginormous yardstick, and I would stop you right there because it would take 1,000 meter sticks to make a kilometer, so you're not going to be using a stick for that. That would be more like a car. And then meter and centimeter, yes, that's entirely conceivable because a meter contains 100 centimeters. That's the distance in a room, whereas kilometer is distance from one location to another. Like, oh, Mr. C, how far is it from Alamo to Danville? Not very far. Anyway, today we're not doing distance. Put that whole idea of distance out of your head. But hold on to some of these ideas about factors of 10. Today, we'll use the metric system to measure mass, which we non-scientists, yes, I'd love to fancy myself a scientist, but I'm really not because I don't do any research. We call that weight. So mass and weight are kind of terms that are interchangeable, which means you can kind of flip-flop one for the other. So, 1 liter bottle of water weighs 1 kilogram. Wait, what? A 1 liter bottle? Okay. Mr. C, are we talking about liters here? Because that's volume. No, we're not talking about volume. We're talking about weight. How many paper clips add to 1 kilogram? That is our focus. In fact, I'm going to draw a fancy little line underneath this, and I'm going to make it blue today. Right? And, oh, I forgot to change your background. You'll probably like it better if I do that. Watch this. Through the magic of technology, I'm going to change the background to paper gold. How's that? Ooh. Oh, that's bright. Wow. I may be temporarily blind. Anyway, so 1 kilogram. Well, let's think about that for a second. 1 kilogram. If I had to guess, paper clips are really tiny, but they probably weigh about a gram apiece. Ooh. And what's kilo mean? Ah, kilo means 1,000. Mr. C, I've got to guess. Oh, pick me. Okay, you in the front. I think that it takes 1,000 1 gram each paper clips to make an entire kilogram. I did guess. You didn't like my answer? It would take 1,000 paper clips. Yes, I looked ahead because, well, I'm the one that wrote this presentation. It's true. So 1,000 paper clips is going to equal the same mass or weight as a single kilogram. We're not going to do any conversions right now for kilograms to pounds, but someday I will tell you and you will be mouth agape. Oh my gosh, that's so surprising. And I don't care. So I'm converting kilograms to grams. Now, this is very similar in process to converting kilometers or kilometers, take your pick, kilometers to meters or kilometers. I don't care what you call it. Just know the conversion. So, excuse me. Let's set up a table here. If I have 3 kilograms and there are 1,000 grams per kilogram, guess how many grams I have? Yes, you are smarticle. It's 3,000 because 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. How about 5? Okay, you're way ahead of me. You're thinking 5,000, Mr. C. Push the little arrow button. I did. So 5 kilograms is the same as 5,000 grams. And finally, 10 kilograms is the same as 10,000 grams. Okay, this is all really boring, Mr. C. You're going to finish pretty soon? Yeah. So, how about this? 1 kilogram and 500 grams equals how many total grams? Now, yesterday we did this similar conversion with the same kind of conversion ratio with, help me here, kilometers and meters. So think of that in the same way, except this time the units are units of weight or mass measurement. Take your pick. I don't know, mass just sounds more important, so I'm going to use mass. That's 1,500 kilograms. Well, the obvious question is, how'd you get that, Mr. C? Well, I made that up because in my many years of teaching, I've learned that if you make up the right answer and sound convincing, people will believe you. No, it's not true. You have 1 kilogram, and 1 kilogram is going to be the same as what? Well, we've learned already that that's the same as 1,000 grams, right? So that's going to be equivalent to 1,000 grams. Yes, I know I'm writing kind of small here. And I'm going to take that then and add it to the 500 grams that's already there, and I'm going to end up with 1,500 grams. You get what I'm going at here. So for 3 kilograms and 700 grams, you already know the answer to this. Let's see, 3 times 1,000 plus 700. Oh yeah. I know the answer to that, but I'm not going to tell you. I know. I'm being a little stingy right now. How about the other way around? Well, this time you're going to have to convert 1,000 of those grams into a single kilogram, right? So here's what the table, oh, I've got one more here. I forgot about this one. Okay, same kind of scenario as the one prior to that. I need to decide how many kilograms I have based on the fact that 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. Remember, 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. So if I have 2,500 grams, that means I have, well, we're going to find out here real quick. 3 kilograms and 700 grams is 3,700 grams. Do you see how this is exactly the same ratio conversion as yesterday where we did the kilometers to the meters? Yeah, this is no mean trick. This is actually pretty darn easy. Converting 1,700 or 1,700 grams to kilograms and grams, I have enough for 1 whole kilogram. That's my 1,000 grams plus another 700 grams. And finally, 2 kilograms and 500 grams for my last example there, which is 2,500 grams. Again, all the way through, I'm converting for every, in fact, let me write this in a different color. Ooh, that's pretty. For every 1,000 grams, comma, that's a comma, I have exactly, exactly, I'm writing this right now, 1 kilogram. That is a dot over my I. That's 3 dots over the I. That's 4 dots over the I. Kilogram. There you go. And off we go. So we're going to come back and look at that, and there it is. Last slide. Now add, on your whiteboard, add those two numbers. I'm going to wait. Well, actually, you're going to pause. I'm going to pause, and then you're going to go ahead and give me that total. We're back. So if I have 8 kilograms plus 8,200 grams, that's a lot of grams. That's 8,000 plus 8,200, which is a total of 16,200 grams. That's a lot. Now, my preference in this situation is always to change this into the mixed units. So 16 kilograms, because I have 16,000 grams, and 200 grams. Like I said yesterday, when, let's say, for example, you're defining a basketball player, and that basketball player happens to be 6 foot 8 inches. You don't say, oh, look, that basketball player is 80 inches tall. You never say that. People will laugh. In fact, I'll laugh twice. So I want you to get used to being able to express it in either form, but what tends to be the most useful is the second form, which is the mixed unit form, and I'm going to use my fancy blue again. to emphasize my point, right? And this is simpler, so simple. In fact, I like it so much, I'm gonna even make it bigger. Watch this. This is the coolest tool here. Oops. No, that won't work. Hold on. It'll be fine. Just wait. There we go. So simple. There we go. Finally, I'm not sure why that line's there because, oh wait, I do know why it's there. You'll see. I'm going to make that go away. That's kind of annoying. So remember, like yesterday, kilo means 1,000, and that will set you free. This should not take you any more time than yesterday did. I don't anticipate any difficulties, but as always, if you have a few questions, let me know and I'll jump in and help you. This took 11 minutes. I may have kind of messed around a little bit. Sorry, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I'll talk with you soon.